You represent the firefighters. You
I do
represent the
not
public safety
represent
personnel.
the job that pays my family's food.
Thank you.
housing,
Have a
and
nice
everything.
night.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for your attention to this matter.
Good thing
Yep.
no one in town likes you.
Uh,
Believes
go-
anything you say.
Can
Go eat
Can
some
I-
ice cream.
Yeah, why don't you go yourself?
So what I rise tonight to speak about is a potential looming major financial impact on the town. And I spoke to the assistant town manager today. I've been aware of the town's insurance, the fact that the town is self-insured for employee health benefits. I found out today that the town is also self-insured for their vehicles, and they also have an insurance policy for police and fire injuries with a company called Dowry. And I rise tonight to share with you a documentary, some information from a documentary that I recently watched, and it's pertaining to consequences from the vaccines. And I would,
What vaccines?
This is supposed to be public comments. He's
Yeah,
standing
this
for
isn't-
the
yeah,
board.
yeah.
This is not public
No, no,
comments.
yeah.
You're supposed to comment on anything that is being presented in the meeting.
well, this pertains to the hiring of the town manager. This
No, it
particular,
does
No,
not.
it does not.
it's a
Sorry,
it's a
sorry.
financial
No, it
impact.
does not, sir. This is public comments. What have we spoken about today? You can speak about. But other than that, I'm not getting into this.
I believe-
Suddenly rumble.com.
I believe there was a budget, a line item on the meeting tonight that was relative to the budget. And so this, to me, is relative to the budget. And I share with you because I've been recently made aware of some town employees that are negatively impacted as a result of the vaccines with negative health consequences. And I rise because I believe that's pertinent to our budget because
Sir,
we're
Sir,
self-insured.
Let's do it this way. Let's start out with this. If you want this addressed, you send us a letter on what you want to do, and then we'll decide whether we put it on our agenda or not. But I'm not going to sit here and, again, listening to some people get sick, some people don't get sick.
Okay,
And it's not in our purview right now. So-
The other item that I think is pertinent to this meeting is the fact that two police cars crashed into each other.
Yeah, we know that.
They're,
What's it
well,
pertaining to? It's not pertaining to anything.
the issue is the town is self-insured for vehicles. I just wanted to get some answers from the town manager. Mr. Hall,
Again, it's not on the agenda, sir. We deal
it's
with.
public comment time.
Mr. Chair, I would suggest certainly, again, public comments, people can offer comment. There's no obligation for me or any of the board members to respond. And, you know, if the board is so inclined, he can offer his comment and then take it under advisement.
This is why I think it pertains to the meeting tonight, since one of the agenda items has to do with the town manager being hired and the ability of the town manager to deal with these very serious issues in town. And so when it comes to the various aspects of the duties of the town manager, one of the aspects has to do with financial impacts. And when we're looking at building some major projects and the impact on the people of town with taxes and the constraints that our laws have with Proposition 2.5 and limiting the amount of money that people can be taxed, I think this has to be taken a look at. And when there's a looming crisis, such as consequences from the vaccines, I was just made aware of a firefighter who actually had to retire before his time. I have to check on who that was, but apparently we have a situation. I'm not mentioning any names. I'm just mentioning the fact that when it comes to hiring a manager, he has to deal with some very, very serious aspects of administration. And Mr. West, I highly respect your point of view on recognizing the need for somebody with experience in a wide array of managerial duties. And the fact that other department heads do not have a problem with our assistant town manager was a very wise thing to seek out and to share with this board.
Well,
And
let
so-
me, Mr. Chair, just let me interject there, Mr. McDonald. I did the same thing Mr. West did, and I don't know who he spoke to, but the department heads I spoke to did not give me rave reviews of the assistant town manager.
Okay, well,
I'm not
the,
gonna,
the fact,
Just saying.
Mr. Kara,
Mr. Kara, wait a minute.
In all due
I'm
respect.
not gonna get in a debate over that. That's an issue that is basically done. And
It's
I'm
not
not
done.
gonna sit here.
This is a negotiation.
I'm not gonna sit here and listen to hearsays and allegations and attacking someone's person or.
I don't think I've attacked anybody here tonight, have I, Mr. West? I don't
You
think
don't
I've
have to
attacked.
ask Mr. West.
Who have I attacked? I haven't attacked anyone. You're saying like I'm attacking
No, I'm
people.
not saying
I'm
you
basically
attacked
trying to
anyone,
share with the town some serious looming problems. And if we have an out of control health crisis that raises the town's financial responsibility and therefore thus impacting projects to be able to get financed and funded because of a limitation that the government has on a limitation of the taxpayers and their commitment, I think it's a serious matter, and I think it's worthy of a discussion. I'm asking you to simply take the responsibility as the chairman who sets the agenda, because this chairman does set the agenda, and I would like you to set the agenda to have a discussion for a proper analysis of the insurance so that we can look at the financial responsibilities that the town has to keep it in constraints within the ability of the taxpayers to pay and the compliance with the Mass General laws. And the fact that you don't want to listen to the issue of consequences of vaccines when a town is paying millions of dollars. Mr. Hull, let me just ask you a simple question. Can you share with the board and the town what the deductible is on stop-loss insurance?
You can,
This is a public comment period. You offer your comment.
Okay, so it's about $150,000 when it used to be $50,000. So before the town gets one single penny from the stop-loss insurance company, a claim has to go over $150,000, which means the town is on the hook for every claim of $150,000. So if somebody hurts their finger, that's one claim. If somebody hurts their foot, that's a different claim. It's not cumulative. So this is a huge issue when people are having myocarditis, blood clots, and other serious
who's had
problems.
those in town?
Well, a firefighter who's probably the best
Don't you
firefighter in
raise your
town.
voice at me, pal.
Can you hear me?
I'll throw your.
I'm not looking to get thrown out. I'm looking to share some information, and
Don't
you keep
raise your
interrupting me.
voice.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you clearly.
Well,
Let me
then,
tell you, pal.
well, then let me tell you something. We have a firefighter that I was made aware of, that I'm going to be finding out his name, that has consequences as a result of the vaccine. And so I just had a simple question for the town manager. Mr. Hull, is it true that you told people, or you established a policy, that they had to get the vaccine or they would get fired?
We're not gonna. This is public comment. You make your
I'm just
statements, and
asking
then
a
we'll
simple
take 'em under
question.
advisement.
The
We'll take it under
manager,
advisement.
the manager is the head of
We
the
will
town.
take it under advisement.
What is the, are you willing to come back and share with the town if the policy from the manager's office was to compel people to get the vaccine or they get fired?
We'll take it under advisement.
Mr. Chair,
sir.
I'm going to excuse myself because I don't have time to waste here listening to this.
I
when
did
it
have a
has nothing
question
to
for you,
do.
Mrs.
He's asking
Naselli.
us
No, this-
I'm not
What-
going to
this is
answer
it.
anything for you.
I just had a question
you are
because
out of line, and
one
I'm not
of the
going to
questions that I had pertained to analog.
It's
and I
that's my
underst-
personal
No,
life.
this
I
is-
will
I
not
understand you
answer.
work for analog,
No,
and
that-
our
that-
fire department responds to gas
it.
leaks and leaks in
That's it.
analog. And I was told that
Thank
they
you
have
very
leaks
much,
every
Mr.
week, and they don't get reported
Thank
to
you
the
very
fire
much.
department.
You have a
I'm
nice
just
night.
simply
It's
asking
over.
you if our fire
over.
department is at risk going to analog because they have leaks. You
I
don't
am
want
not
to
here
share
as
with
an
them?
analog employee. I am here as a select person.
And that's
If you
it.
have a question for analog, you can call.
I'm asking you since you're a selectman.
I
Can you
am
get
not
us-
an analog employee sitting behind this desk. I am a select person.
Would you please get us the answer to that
I will
question?
not. I am not. It's a conflict of interest. Okay.
Really?
That yes, it is. I don't
You
answer.
represent the town.
I don't represent analog to the town.
You represent the firefighters. You
I do
represent the
not
public safety
represent
personnel.
the job that pays my family's food.
Thank you.
housing,
Have a
and
nice
everything.
night.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for your attention to this matter.
Good thing
Yep.
no one in town likes you.
Uh,
Or
go-
believes anything you say.
Can
Go
Can
eat some
I-
ice cream.
Yeah. Why don't you go fuck yourself? Can we get the police here so this guy doesn't attack any of us? If he's gonna be here, I am not. I'm done with this shit and him.
Make a motion to adjourn?
Do you want to just go through the,
No, let's get out of here.
okay.
Make sure that Will's coming.
Yeah, that's why. Make sure. All those in favor? 4-0.